LLC. Visit them online at 95bravollc.com. They are in Otterburn on 110 South Main Street in Otterburn, open Tuesday through Saturday. Veteran owned and operated. You can go there for your ammo, for your guns, for custom guns, for custom holsters, and more. Talk with Andrew. Like I said, he's a veteran, former police officer, former MP, so he knows all the safety things and all the stuff with the places and the things. So,
Great.
I know. Well, that's why I'm not the gun expert. I let him be the gun expert. If someone said, "Hey, Steve, can you talk to me for a little bit about radio and stuff?" I could probably do that. About guns,
Sure.
That's why we have Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So we're up on all the Facebooks with our new super cool software, fun time stuff, and we are, I believe, for the first time on our YouTube channel.
Oh.
So if you guys want to do a search for Touhyville, Touhyville on YouTube, we have our own YouTube channel now where our videos will all go, and you can go and I think click on a thing where you'll get a notification when you want it to do some things. So Charlene says, good morning to you. Mm-hmm. Charlene, thank you so much for hanging out. So, all right, so now I just put a thing over Charlene's comment,
Okay.
and it says show. I don't know what that does, so I want to play for a second. I want to see what happens when I hit it. Like, what is it? Does it show it somewhere? It put it up on the screen. It says Charlene says good morning. Then I put your thing, and it says, hey, Charlene, good morning. Look at that. So I could do the thing. I could do the stuff and the places and the things.
Oh, I hit it at the same time you did. Whoopsie daisy.
That's neat. Okay. So there's all kinds of different stuff that we could do. We could play around with all kinds of things, and we will as time goes on. I'm really curious to know if it went to YouTube. This is the first time that we're on our YouTube channel.
Well,
so
can we go test it?
I'm sure we can do anything we want. We're adults. We can do anything we want. You can't tell us we can't have ice cream for dinner. We can do anything we want. Who said we can't?
I want soup for dinner.
I
don't want ice cream.
Okay, then you can. You know why? Because you're an adult. You can do anything you want. You're the parent. You can do it all.
I'm
you can do whatever you want.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, but you're in charge of you.
I'm in charge of me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's the rules. So anyway, so there's a funny picture going around all over the interweb of Ben Affleck sitting at the Grammys. Let's see if I can pull it up. This might be a fun thing.
Kat says, I love ice cream for dinner.
Who doesn't? Listen, who's anti ice cream for dinner? No one. Yeah. No one. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream at dinner.
I do see us on the YouTube.
Look at that. So we're on our own YouTube channel. The cool thing about that for me is that if you're not watching on a computer, let's say you're at home, you want to pull us up on your television.
Yeah.
You can TVs now are TVs and have YouTube as an app.
Yeah.
So you can watch us on television.
Or you can mirror your
real big. We'll be real big like our billboard. We'll be giant, big. You like all that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go ahead. Did you want to speak? You go ahead.
Doris says, good morning, Steve and Chrissy. Have a great day.
Good morning.
We will.
That's so sweet. So, all right. So I'm going to show this picture of Ben Affleck so everybody can see it. Let's see here. Assuming I know what I'm doing. I hit the little button that says screen share. I pick this one and share it. So it's showing us. And then I go like this. The of Ben Affleck. And, everybody's making fun of it that he looks bored. He looks like he's trying to listen to whoever's talking. This is a candid picture. This is not a loser. Yeah. It's candid. He's just sitting there at his table, okay? Become this whole big meme that he is bored. And what's very funny about it is, the idea that, Ben Affleck's just like every other husband. He doesn't want to go to his wife's function. Like, I had to go to the Grammys last night with my wife. Life is so hard with my wife.
Someone please.
Jennifer Lopez.
I know. Someone please shake him.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
When you were in, where is he from? Boston?
Yeah.
Okay, when you were in Boston being what was he like before? Like a janitor or something? Listen, you just have a little perspective, mister. Because you could be an average Joe, but you're Ben Affleck. Why don't you appreciate your life for like a second?
No, I'm sure he does appreciate his life, okay, for one. But,
please, why don't we just be married to one movie star and then another and then, let's, ugh.
Let's not forget, he's also a movie star.
Right.
Oscar award-winning writer, director, actor.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of a big deal himself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that he's, the greatest, but I'm just saying
Sure.
Charlene says I can't have dairy. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But, you can have whatever you want for dinner, Charlene. You don't have to have ice cream. You could have non-dairy ice cream. You could have chocolate cake if that doesn't have milk in it. I don't know. Have soup. Whatever you want. You are in charge of you, Charlene. You
man.
eat. You live like you want to live, baby. So, all right. So my point is that Ben Affleck is no schlub. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably kind of a pain and, was an alcoholic for a long time and may still be. I don't know for sure. But other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, the play was fine. All right. So wait, you just did something. What's a pinned message?
I was playing with
I know
it.
you're playing. Yeah, have fun.
wanted to see.
It's all good.
I wanted to like her comment, but I guess you can't. You can only reply. I thought maybe the star was like liking it. But it's not.
Okay. Yeah, it's all good.
I don't
have
want to
fun.
reply. I just wanted to like it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll have
well.
some fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it means. I don't know. What do I know?
We're just learning on the fly.
We
here.
are. We're having the fun, doing all the things. Jason says, "Good morning, Stephen Chrissy." Good morning, Jason. We will get your shirt out to you soon.
Oh yeah.
Denise has had a crush on him since Dazed and Confused, of course, until he got with J-Lo. You can still have a crush on him even though he's with J-Lo. Listen, him being with J-Lo hasn't stopped my crush on J-Lo, so it's all fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to have the crush.
I hated him in Dazed and Confused. He was such a bully.
Well, he was mean, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I also hated him in Mallrats. He was awful in that. Did you ever see Mallrats?
Sure.
Yeah,
he
was
started with the whole Kevin
terrible.
Smith clan. Yeah, that's where he got started.
I don't know. But you see, he does still go back and do some Kevin Smith stuff. So it's not like he has such a big head, but like.
I never said he had a big head. This was all on your end.
I'm working some stuff out.
You're having all this hate
Yeah.
towards Ben Affleck. I don't know where it's coming from. So did you hit a button that made all the messages go on the screen?
I don't know.
It's just I saw like
Oopsie daisy.
it says hide messages from. I don't know. I mean,
I think I might have hit something. I'm so
listen,
sorry, everybody.
No, you don't have to be sorry. We're having fun with
Okay.
this. We're playing around with it.
Yeah.
So, but this leads us to a thing: the idea that Ben Affleck didn't feel like going to the Grammys. The idea of whether or not a spouse
Yeah.
should have to want to go to the things that his or her spouse goes to.
Right.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
So we were talking about you're going to the auto show with your husband. Okay?
I am.
Yes. And
I'm not a car enthusiast.
no,
I'm not.
no, you would not go. If he didn't say he was going, you wouldn't go to the car show, right?
If it was like a museum kind of thing where you're like learning and there's like old cars and it's like.
Now, what is it that makes you have to do that? Because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
What?
I'm talking about this auto show, this specific auto show.
Yeah.
Would you want to go to it if he wasn't going?
No.
Right.
What?
You're going because he wants to go, right?
I'm going because he wants to go and I want to go if he wants to go.
Right.
Yes.
But you only want to go because he wants to go.
Yes.
You wouldn't call your best friend and be like, hey, let's go to the auto show together.
No.
Right.
Wait, is someone performing there? What else is happening?
It doesn't have to
Will
be
Run
this,
DMC be
It
there?
doesn't have to be this hard. It's this specific auto show in Chicago.
Okay.
This
Would
one
I want
auto
to go
show.
to the auto show if husband was not
Right.
going? Or a husband didn't want to go?
Right.
No.
Right. So you're going because he wants to go.
Because he wants to go.
Right.
Yes.
So there was a function that you wanted to go to,
Yes.
and he was going to go because you wanted to go, but he didn't really want to go.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that wasn't enough for you,
No.
for him to want to
I
go
don't
because
want you to go because I want you to go. That's not a reason.
it's no different than you
Are
going.
we back to this? I'm going to have to draw a diagram.
No, we're not back to it. We didn't do it on the air yesterday. This is all off the air. We said
I know
this is
we
what
did.
we were doing.
This is, yeah. So yeah.
Husband, as you call him, says, "Good morning, sexy." Well, good morning to you too, sir.
Oh, you guys got a thing going on the side.
We don't know. Maybe
Oh
that
my
was to you. I
gosh.
don't know. I just always take it about me.
I feel like it's to you.
I feel like
You two need to be alone?
So it's
Do you want to bro out?
Listen.
Maybe you should go to the auto show.
What's going to happen to you if he says it to you? Let's say Chris Martin just said you're sexy.
Thanks. I never know what to say in response.
I know.
Thanks.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up. It's the night of big love. So.
My husband is such a lucky guy. I don't know why he puts up with me. So no.
It's exactly the same.
It's not. I wanted him to want to go because he wanted to go with me. Yes, I wanted to go. It was my thing.
That's the only reason he wanted to go, was to go with you.
Because
he wanted to be with you.
He wanted to go. Not because I'm cajoling him. Not because I'm being like, come on, can't you go to this thing with me? No, I want him to want to go because he wants to go because I want to go.
There's a lot of goes.
I don't want to have to be like, it feels like pity when you say, I'm going for you. Well, no, don't do that. Go because you want to go.
He says he's so lucky.
The face is really, the little emoji is like, I don't know.
He is, but it's the exact same thing that you're doing with the auto show. You're going because he's going.
No, I want to go because he wants to go.
That's why he wanted to go to the function.
No.
Because you wanted to go.
No. He's like, I'll go if I have to. If there's nothing, if it's the choice between that and falling down, okay, I'll go.
But that's not his choice. His choice could have been to stay home, play video games, do whatever with his off time, clean the lint out of his belly button, whatever he felt like doing. But he's choosing to go to your thing, whatever that might be.
Yeah, but I don't want that. I want him to want to go.
But
because
that's what
wants...
you're doing.
No, it's
you're
not.
You're doing the same thing.
I literally said this to him yesterday. He's like, you don't want to go to the auto show because I was mad he didn't invite me. I said,
right. But you didn't want to go to the auto show other than to be next to him at the auto show.
Yeah, I want to go because he wants to go.
And that's why he wanted to go to the function because you were going to be there. He likes to be where you are.
He says I'm putting words in his mouth.
I
never
know.
Said that.
I'm seeing, yeah.
It's different because he's like, okay, it was a if I have to thing. I'm saying I want to go because you want to do this thing. So if you want to do it, I want to do it.
You're saying the same thing
No,
about
I'm
both
not.
of them.
I'm not.
Michael says, good morning, and I agree with Steve.
No, come on.
That's what he said. I didn't put words in his mouth,
It's not the same because my thing was he's going to take pity on me and go. No, he does not want to go, but he will go. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is, oh, you want to do that thing? Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to do it, then I want to do it. Let's do it together.
Same thing.
It's not the same thing.
No, you're deciding it's different with different words in your head, but the physical actions are actually the same.
No, here's the difference. Do you want to go to my thing? I mean, not really, but if you want to go, I'll go. Okay, here's his thing, right? Mm-hmm. I want to go to, actually, no, first I didn't get invited to the auto show. Why didn't you ask me if I wanted to go to the auto show? I didn't think you'd want to do that.
Right, because he's met you. Because he's met you.
If you want to go, then I want to go.
So your thing is, okay, so I'm going to be 100% honest with my husband and tell him the things, and then he's 100% honest, but then I don't like that 100% honest thing that he said, so it's got to be said differently.
Because his feels like pity and mine feels like enthusiasm.
But they're both the same thing. They're both you're both going to the thing together for the other person.
I want you to want to do the dishes. Is this exactly what this is? I want you to want to do the dishes.
Right, but you don't actually want to go to a car show. You want to go be with him.
Yeah, because he wants to do the thing, so then I'm going to go with him.
And that's why he was going to go with you to said function.
Yeah, but in a pity kind of way.
He says this is why she's not a Cubs fan.
Oh, then why am I not? Okay, so that's a perfect example. Why am I not a Cubs fan? Because he's a Cubs fan.
Right.
Because I'm my own person and I don't have to like everything that you like. But if you want to do something and we hang out, then I'm going to come do your thing. I'm not going to love it. I'm not going to pretend to like it because, I'm not fake.
But you're pretending to like the car show.
No, I'm not. I told him I didn't want to go. I mean, I told him, no. I would not seek it out on my own.
Right, because you don't like the car show.
I've never been.
If he was to ask
I've never been. I don't even know.
If he was to ask you, do you want to go to the car show? If you were being honest, the normal Chrissy, you would say, I don't really want to go to a car show, but I would go with you because you want to go to the car show.
Yeah, I want to
That's
to go.
That's exactly what he was doing with the other function.
There's an extra want in there.
By the way, Charlene says that you're right. So
Whoa!
now we have one on my side, one on your side.
Look at that. All right.
Yeah. Chris says, great job, Steve. That's listen, Chris, I'm all on your side and all that stuff, but realize I have no dog in this fight. So I can't I can't lose out on anything. You could end up on the couch. I can't end up on the couch in this. I'm just saying.
I can't explain effort and enthusiasm to you. I mean, it's just about the modus operandi.
Right.
What is your
right? And I totally understand, and I can't explain logic to you, but it's there. It's still there.
It's not the same.
Okay, I have to take a break, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna keep arguing because I find it amusing. So so stick around with all that. Gold, as well as up on Facebook Live on all of our stations, WOQI 98 Gold and the Touhyville Show. We're also on the brand new Touhyville Show YouTube channel, so thanks for hanging out with us there. Portions of the show this morning brought to us by our friends over at Vierk's Fine Jewelry. Visit Vierk's online at Vierks.com or at the corner of 18th and Main. Guys, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. A lot of people celebrating it this weekend, but of course you have until Tuesday to get that gift for something special. Find that something special for someone special at Vierk's in Lafayette. All right, let's bring Chrissy back into the fold. There she is. All right, so yesterday, so I was joking earlier about Boy Scouts, and I was a Boy Scout, and at camp I did run off into the woods and smoke cigarettes. It is terrible. Yes, sorry.
Did they? But you didn't learn that from a Boy Scout.
I did not. No,
okay, good.
No, I learned that. Learn it from you. No, I don't know where I learned it. It just was. I mean, when I was a kid, everybody smoked. I mean,
yeah.
You go to a family function, it was it was like Spicoli's van. You would get that reference if you saw Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch. I have it in my list.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't watched it yet.
Awesome.
I will.
So, but
at some point.
The reason that I brought that up was not to tell Boy Scouts to smoke.
Yeah.
Was to say that yesterday was 10 years since I quit smoking. We missed it during the show.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that I pointed out that, and it's a bummer because we had talked about the idea of, a big reason why I quit smoking was a book.
Uh-huh.
That's what helped me to do it. It was the Easy Way to Quit Smoking, I think we said,
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, from Alan Carr. So I had picked a date, which was February the 7th, to quit, and yesterday came up as 10 years since I quit smoking. So we were going to do some kind of a giveaway of the book.
Yeah.
So we'll have to come up with a way to do that, a good way to do that. But for folks that want it, I suppose we could probably go back and look at the comments of this video. So everyone that comments on this video, we'll go and check it next Tuesday, and so almost a week. And then, because Tuesday would be a week since the anniversary. So we'll check it next Tuesday. We'll pick somebody randomly that left comments on this video, and we'll pick you, and you'll win the book, Easy Way to Quit Smoking. So
right.
say something about that you want the book, in your comments, just so that, if it's for someone else that that might want it, might want to quit smoking, you can find it on Amazon real easy, or you can try to win it with us. So we'll give one away next week. So sound good?
Yeah.
All right, great. All right, so I was looking for this Jennifer Lopez. Obviously, this picture of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck has been flying all over the place about him being bored at the Grammys, which I don't really think he was. Looking at the picture,
Yeah.
it looks like a candid picture.
He looks like he's listening.
Right, like he's just looking
Yeah.
at someone that's talking, Now, he probably doesn't care what they're saying because he's Ben Affleck, and who is this across from me? Kid Rock? I don't care what he has to say. I mean, or whoever might be at their table. I don't know.
Okay.
Who gets to sit with Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck at the Grammys?
I don't know.
Who's of that stature? Is is Taylor Swift there? I mean, I don't know. So he looks bored, but I don't really think he was. I think he was just sitting and got caught with that picture.
Yeah.
So Jennifer Lopez has a message for the world. J-Lo, Jenny from the
right.
Block, has a message for all you haters out there. No matter what the memes say, she had a magical night at the Grammys with her hubby, Ben Affleck.
Okay, good.
So she says she posted some clips from Sunday night with the caption, "Always the best time with my love, my husband." Although Ben doesn't necessarily look super enthused in any of the clips he's in. Not everyone is convinced, though. One person replied, quote, "Great PR since the whole world saw the energy, and it's written all over your face, darling. Your shine has gone, and he looks forced to play along." Stop it.
Huh.
I am with the great Taylor Swift. Haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
And baiters gonna bait. I don't know the rest of the song. I don't know. Shake it off is what I'm trying to say. Listen, you're J-Lo. He's Ben Affleck. You don't need them.
Yeah.
Somebody else said, maybe stay off the cameras and work on yourselves separately and together. You don't look happy, can't hide energy. Oh, my God. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but if you were on camera for 12 seconds out of your day,
Right.
trust me, you'd get judged on every little thing that you did.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you're just at something like just kind of sitting and waiting or whatever?
Yeah.
Someone is taking a picture of you all the time. You know what I mean? You're going to catch.
Stop.
Although this does say that they're having an intense moment. Cosmopolitan's reporting that they were having a tense conversation during the Grammys.
Okay. Maybe the tense conversation was, listen, he's been an alcoholic. Maybe he wanted to have a glass of wine. And she's like, seriously, can we not? Can we not? Because, I heard Steve's show the other day, and with the drinking, there's, you have so many drinks, then it's super fun time, and one extra drink, and then it's not super fun time. And maybe we don't want to have not super fun time. So, Charlene wants the book. Good, thank you. She says that she's been trying to quit. Deb says, good for you. I don't smoke, but have sisters that do and could sure benefit from the book. And Denise says, I need that book according to my girls, please. So, here's the thing. For me, with the quitting smoking, I would never judge other people.
Yeah.
It was much easier than I expected. So just know that you can do it. Yeah. And I would just say that what got me to do it, within reading the book, I managed to get mad at cigarettes.
Yes.
So once I was mad at cigarettes, now I'm going to fight you. Now I'm going to fight cigarettes. I'm not going to let you win. So Cheryl asked me yesterday when I said it had been a decade. She said, do you still crave it? Not even a little. Like it doesn't. Yeah. She's like, what about when you see people smoke? I was just watching a TV show the other day where the guy was smoking. And I was just
do
like,
anything for you.
No.
Yeah.
And when I see it now, I'm actually more kind of surprised when I see I'm like, wow, still people that smoke, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's so far out of my realm anymore
yeah.
now. Which is great. I mean, so I'm just saying you can do it. So anyway,
you just got to get motivated, right? It's like with anything, getting out of debt, losing weight. You just got to get motivated, get angry at it, know that you want to do better. Whatever.
Yep, just do your thing. And my thing is just don't buy them. Just don't go buy them.
Just quit cold turkey.
Oh, that's what I did, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
In the book, it talks about picking a date.
Okay.
So I picked February 7th because I wanted to go out with Cheryl on Valentine's Day and be able to say, hey, by the way, I quit smoking a week ago. And surprise her.
Yeah.
Didn't last that long. She figured it out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But, so what I did, though, was that night on February 6th, before I went to bed, I had my last cigarette. It was the last cigarette in the pack. I had timed it that way.
Oh, all
took,
right.
and so symbolism means a lot to me. So I took the empty pack, put the lighter inside of it, put the whole thing in the garbage can,
set it on fire,
and just
did
put it. No,
did a little dance.
Did not.
Ask for some rain.
Listen, I didn't have a friend's boyfriend breakup fire pit. Yeah.
There was no ceremonial. Okay.
There was not. I just took the pack, stuck the lighter inside, because I said I'm not going to need a lighter ever again, which I was wrong. I have needed a lighter for things.
Sometimes you want to light it. It's innocent. You want to light a candle. You want to burn something.
That was the first time I had to go buy a lighter. Was when I moved into my house. And I'm like, I don't have anything to light this candle with.
Yeah. Yep. Can't light them on the stove.
Nope. Nope. So now I have one of those big long lighters though for like if the grill won't light or the stove won't light or anything. Yes. So anyway, so I stuck the lighter in the pack, threw it in the garbage, and never bought another one again. Never smoked another cigarette again. Never did any of the stuff. So yeah, that was it. Last one was about 10 o'clock that night. So.
Wow.
Jovita says, my husband quit cold turkey, hasn't smoked in 10 years. Good luck to all. See, look at that.
Yeah.
Both of us had a decade. Good for your husband,
That's
Jovita.
Great. Yeah.
So, speaking of 10 years, I feel like this is pick on Chrissy Day, but it's not because that's really every day. Come
on.
That's really what we do all the days.
Yeah. It's okay.
Speaking of 10 years,
got big shoulders.
Chrissy believes that 10 years is the longest that it should be for a couple. Like a couple should not be like more than 10 years apart in age.
I feel like more than 10 years is problematic to my brain.
It doesn't work for you because you take them all the way back to birth.
Right, because
so
I'm going...
Yeah, and we've talked about I mean, obviously, a 10-year-old dating a 20-year-old, not good.
Right.
You know?
Ick.
Right. A 15-year-old dating a 25-year-old, no good.
No.
You know? 20-year-old dating a 30-year-old, I think you're going to run out of stuff to talk about, you know, in my head, you know?
Yeah.
But it could be some fun times in between, the not talking. So, that said, I mean, I think the older that those couples get,
Yeah.
I think the gap can get
The more it
wider
makes sense. Okay.
because you can still have meaningful conversations. You can still share life experiences and things. So that's why it doesn't mean as much to me.
Yeah.
Christy says, good morning. Good morning, Christy. Thank you for hanging out. And Andy says, I stopped smoking 26 years ago and haven't looked back.
Oh, my gosh. That's amazing.
Fantastic. By the way, I love that all you folks are jumping in on Facebook and stuff. Just want to let you know, we are also now, for the first time, on our YouTube channel. Touhyville Show has a YouTube channel. Just look for Touhyville, Touhyville. It's like my name with Ville on the end, my last name with Ville on the end.
Mm-hmm.
So you can check out our YouTube channel. And the cool thing about that is you can use the YouTube app on your television so you can watch us on your TV. So when we go on Friday, you can make your plans that we'll be on Friday on the YouTube channel. We may do a longer thing. We might do like a big part of the show on Friday. We'll see.
Oh,
Maybe. I don't
okay.
know. I'm playing with things in my head.
All
And you
right.
know me. I say things and then they don't happen. Or I say things off the top of my head and then someone goes, have you thought this through? And I go, no, I didn't. And now I end up having to not shave for a month. So I think that's what we're doing. So
Yeah.
Carla says, quit a year and a half ago. Don't miss it at all. Code Turkey. Carla, good for you. Rock on. That's awesome. You just keep going. So, Chrissy says, people 10 years apart, that's the limit for the dating. And this came up again for us because you were watching a movie in which Sandra Bullock was the main protagonist, I guess, the main star of the movie, and her love interest was Channing Tatum. And we figured out there was more than a 10-year gap between the two of them. Is that what it was?
Yeah, he's 42 and she's 58 or 59. So
Wow. See? I would not have thought that about her.
me either. Although in that movie she was looking a little bit different. I don't know if she.
In what way? Like
her
work done?
cheekbones were very pointy.
Okay. So you think she may have had some work?
I don't know because
Yep.
normally I would not have thought that about her, but you know, I don't know. Yeah.
Denise says, I met my husband when he was 20 and I was 31. Been together 14 years. It can be difficult at times and frustrating, but we make it work. But it's like having another kid at times, and he'd say the same thing. But
Okay.
what wife wouldn't?
Right. I was going to say my husband is 11 months younger than me, and I would say the same thing.
Right. I mean, I don't know of any wife that hasn't at one time or another referred to their husband as another child.
Yes.
I think that's just what it is, and it's mostly because women are mean. No, that's
my
not.
husband
No, that's
called
not
me
right.
yesterday because he went to the grocery store, and I was like, "Way to go, good job." I mean,
Yes.
he was very like timid about it. Well, I got this, and I wasn't sure if I was like buying the right stuff. And you live in our house, right?
Okay. All right. See, now in his defense, I know this now after living as a couple and now living by myself.
Yeah.
Women are usually pretty specific about the things they want and
Okay.
the brands they want.
Oh, okay.
Usually.
Yeah. I'm not in that realm.
Right.
Yeah. You buy whatever is cheapest. And that's why I don't send him to the store because he doesn't look at prices. And that irritates me.
Do you see how that was said, though? That's why I don't send him to the as if you're in charge of all of the store going.
Well, I am CFO of Martin Incorporated.
See, that's what I'm saying. And because of that, that's why he's not nervous about what he's buying.
Yeah.
He's nervous about the financial side of what he's buying.
Yes.
He's
yes.
like, ooh, okay. So the last time I went grocery shopping, things were not this expensive. And now they are.
Oh, yeah.
Now they are. So don't you come down on me. It's not my fault that I bought a loaf of bread and it's $472. I didn't make that
telling
happen.
you.
So that's what he was nervous about.
Yes.
Without me even being a part of the conversation, I'm taking a guess.
Yeah.
Charlene says, I think that's true. I'm guessing she's saying about the 10-year thing for you.
Oh, yeah. So I did the math. There's 16. Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock are 16 years apart. I mean, that just seems like a lot.
It's,
Like when I was driving, you were a zygote?
but we're not going back that far. We're talking about the amount of years between, I'm just using easy math from my head, 30 and 46.
Yeah.
There's
What are they talking about? I mean, I guess I'm an old soul, so I like old stuff, but like,
what do you?
I don't
They're
know.
talking about life.
I guess.
It's just different perspectives. Everybody's got different perspectives.
That's true. That's true.
Jason says, if women are so specific on what they want, how come they can never tell us they want to eat?
Where do you want to go? I don't care where.
Where
they
they
want to
eat. Now I get
where
you.
Do you
Oh,
wanna
okay.
Go?
Yeah.
I hate that game so much.
How? Now, okay, and I don't mean to be like, Chicago Steve for a second, but there's not that many choices in the area of where we're going to go eat. How is it that hard to pick? I pick on genre and then I know where I'm going.
Okay. Then you know what kind of.
So
you're like, I'm in the mood for
right.
blah blah blah. Okay.
Right. If I'm having pizza, we're going here. If I want Italian, we're going here. If I want Mexican, we're going here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not that many choices. Like we just go.
Sure,
you know, and sometimes I'm just in the mood for good old fashioned American, comfort food. So then I know where I'm going. Like it's all, it's all there. Charlene says, me and my husband do everything together. Been married for 29 years. See?
Aww.
See? But I'll bet they don't both always want to go to the thing where they go, but they go anyway, and they just love it.
Because the other one wants them to want to go, and they're like, yes, I want to go.
No, I only want to go because that's where you're going to be.
You don't understand that you want the other want in there. Just want you to want to do the dishes.
Right. The want is that they want to be next to you. That's the want.
Yeah.
No, it's just the one want.
No,
they
it's
want.
Two wants.
No, I know what you're saying. Listen to what I'm saying. They want to be next to you.
Yeah.
It's the only want that matters.
No.
Yes.
No, because
Yes.
then I'm just manipulating.
Exciting and new.
I don't want to manipulate you into doing things that I want to do.
Then what's the point in being in a relationship? I'm kidding. Let's see. Chrissy says, I'm sorry, Worthman says, my wife and I are separated by a lot. She is 22 and I'm 59. Our baby is due August 12th.
Aw.
Yeah, see?
That's great.
See?
No, I'm not.
See? Yeah. The problem is you guys can't talk to each other in Chrissy's world. You don't even know each other. Why even bother? There's no, you could possibly not, you don't even know each other. So,
sometimes my opinions are changed. Like, I thought ankle socks were the worst. I was like, why would anyone wear this? And then, you know what? I tried ankle socks, and I'm like, I'm a big fan now. It's all I wear.
Is that the only time you've ever changed your mind? Because you've told me about that like at least 5 times.
That was a big one. That was like a one where I could go, I'm not always right. I should try new things.
All right.
All
right.
That was just the pivotal one that I went, huh.
Yeah.
There's other stuff out there.
My favorite one of those light bulbs over Chrissy's head just happened recently was when I said that you always have to look stuff up that when I say it. And then like 10 minutes later, you literally did it. I said, no, I had to look up the lyrics to this song because I used to sing it in the band. And you're like, really? Oh, yes, it does say that. Yeah,
Google
yeah.
be the judge of that.
I was like, I literally told you I had to look it up. I was forced to sing the song in the band. And you're like, I've heard your stories. They seem like lies. I don't know.
I have trust issues. Come
Listen,
on.
I want you to want to believe me. Christy says 6 days younger than my hubby. Been married for 24 years, but he can never make a decision on his own. LOL. Listen, I am not the one to judge this because I, am divorced. So what do I know? I mean, I can't tell anybody else how to live their marriage, But what I would say is I think all of that is a product of the couple. I think, I'm turning now into Dr. Steve, not a real doctor.
All right.
So I don't know why I looked over there. There's no camera over there.
I'm
We actually
not
have
sure.
a camera.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you know what that was? That's
Where's
the first.
director at?
That's the first time that we've been doing this.
Yeah.
100% honest, that I forgot we were on camera.
Yeah.
That was just
All
me
right.
doing. Now you guys know. Even when a camera's not here, that's how I do radio. It's just I'm still.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
there's people here. Like yesterday, I was talking to a little man back here. It didn't exist.
I think we gesture all the time. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock this cord out of this computer because I'm constantly talking with my hands.
I learned that when I started in radio with John Landecker. Mm-hmm. Every morning he would go into what he called Landecker's cul-de-sac and like say good morning.
Yeah.
And the first time I was in there, he stood up. He's like, "Hello, neighbor," and I looked.
Yeah.
I went.
Yeah.
Who's over there? And I realized, it's
Yeah.
he's just living the radio thing. So, yeah. So anyway, my point was it's a product of the relationship. If he makes decisions or you make decisions, I think it goes both ways. It's
Yeah.
and you also just kind of go into your things. Mm-hmm. Your husband doesn't go grocery shopping that often because you
No.
guys have been married for 67 years.
Yes.
And
68 in September.
oh, okay. And these are the roles you guys have fallen into.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't even know where the washing machine is. Like in your house. He might not even know where it's at.
Oh, he may not.
So, but,
Huh. It's interesting. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Comedian Nate Bargatze does a joke about the idea of his wife cannot die before him because he doesn't know anything about our banking. He goes, I don't even know where we bank. He goes, it's going to be really embarrassing. I'm going to have to call her mom and say, hey, has she ever said anything about where we bank or
Yeah.
anything? Because it's like, but that's just some couples are just there. That's what
Yeah.
that's who they are.
I would joke
you
about
know?
that too, except he's got a debit card, so he
So-
probably knows.
Right. But here's the thing.
Look at the card and be like, oh, that's where it's at.
So when Cheryl and I met,
Yeah.
I was 35. Mm-hmm. So I did all of those years on my own.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm extremely independent.
Yeah.
Of course I could do laundry. Of course I can cook. Of course I can go to the bank. Of course I know how to do this thing and pay
Yeah.
that bill and do that thing. And because I did it all.
You are fully functional.
I did it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you guys met when you were, in 7th grade and no one had to do anything back then. They didn't have all the things back then that they have now. So Charlene says, you're right. If I say no, he plays the guilt card.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to do anything because you've guilted me into it. I want you to want to come to the thing I want to go to. Not because I'm guilting you, but because you want to go. Because I want to go.
I'm gonna.
I don't understand how this is so hard to understand.
Yeah. And we want you to do all the things that we want you to do, and you don't always want to do them. So I'm just, I'm not going to go too far with that. But we all know what I'm saying with the the things and the places and the, once in a while, it's for goodness sakes, it's
No touching! No touching! No touching! No touching!
sometimes yes, touching. Jovita, she says we will be married 48 years this March. He's 4 years older than me, and they said it wouldn't last. Jovita, that's so sweet. I love seeing that kind of stuff. That's so great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So, anyway, the point is that I'm right, Chrissy's wrong, and I'm glad we established that and got everybody settled. So,
Oh, right.
So I think
I don't think there's a final count on the argument.
I think. Well, I have the buttons, so I am the winner.